Uh, Jason Pennick. Spent 12 years in the Marine Corps. Love being a Marine, miss it every day. Came to Prescott to originally be a life flight pilot. Now I'm just going to school, trying to do X-ray technician. Honestly, it's the camaraderie that the ball. You get the old blood and the new blood together, and you feel the camaraderie again, even though you're out.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what brought me.
Yeah. And you said that you were medically discharged.
Yes, I was medically retired last year, March of last year.
But you're here in Prescott for how long?
I haven't really decided. I'm kind of a nomad.
You have a whole bunch, I'm going to post it on there, of medals on your chest.
Yes.
Can you tell about some of them?
I was too dumb to run the other way.
Oh.
I don't really know what you...
Okay. So you earned those obviously in combat.
Yes.
And then, and what was your role in the Marines?
Well, I started off as a squad automatic rifleman, and then quickly became fire team leader, squad leader, and then reconnaissance team leader.
Okay. And you were in Afghan or Iraq?
I actually did both. I went to Iraq 4 times and Afghan once.
Wow. So it's probably a big change coming home.
Yeah, I don't feel as comfortable in the States as I did overseas.
Yeah, I can imagine. So you're saying you'd be an X-ray tech?
Yes.
And were you raised in Prescott or were
No,
you
I actually grew up in Kansas.
in Kansas? Oh,
Yeah.
it's not Kansas here, is it?
No, it's not.
So, what would you say to young kids who are thinking about joining the Marines?
It's definitely a great branch to join, but you have to be dedicated to what you're doing. It's you don't want to be half in the saddle, half out of the saddle. You need to be fully into it. If you're half in, half out, don't
bother.
Don't bother. You'll get somebody hurt.
Okay. That's actually very good advice, I would think. And why did you join the Marines to start with?
I remember my grandfathers talking about, well, both my grandfathers served World War II, and I knew at a young age that I would serve, but I remember my grandpa Coleman talking about the Marines and how tough they were. And then from a really young age, I always wanted to be a reconnaissance Marine, Force Recon, high speed, low drag, do all this dangerous stuff.
And you knew it was dangerous before you went
yes,
in.
I knew it was really dangerous before going in.
And you chose to serve anyway.
Yes.
And you're glad you did.
I wouldn't take any of it back.
Hi, my name is Bob Wallace. I'm Commandant of the Marine Corps League Copper State Detachment here in Prescott, Arizona. Tonight we're putting on our Marine Corps birthday celebration in honor of the 240th birthday of the United States Marine Corps. It was founded in 1775 at Tun Tavern in Philadelphia. And over those 240 years, the Marines have served in every part of this globe, in every kind of weather, whether it's on the air, land, or sea. And they've distinguished themselves in battle and combat all around the world.
Oh, thank you.
And we're known as the most respected and fiercest fighters even today. And that reputation's been handed down from generation to generation, from one Marine to the next. And we always say that we're no longer on active duty where we defended our country. We now serve each other, veterans and veterans' families, with assistance. The members of our detachment here in Prescott have served in China, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Afghanistan, Iraq, Cold War, and now they're serving the veterans' families. And we do a lot of stuff in our community. We sponsor the Toys for Tots program.
Thanks, Ruby.
We also
See you too.
sponsor bingo at the VA each month. We recently built the Veterans Sports Court at the VA, It's a $250,000 facility that we bought and built through donations. And that facility is designed for wheelchair basketball, wheelchair tennis, pickleball, racquetball. And the idea is there that the youngsters coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan have PTSD or they're missing limbs, and to go out on the basketball court and renew that competitive spirit of sports, and makes them feel good about themselves, and to see somebody sink a basket, I can still do this, and that's been a very rewarding thing for us to see. We also assist veterans' families with jobs, placement, financial assistance if they need some help. And, very active in the community.
Let's talk about you a little bit.
Oh, boy.
And talk about where you served and how long you were in the military. Obviously, you were in more than 2 years.
Yes, I went in 1964 while I was in college. Graduated from school, was commissioned. Went to Quantico, Virginia, and then over to Vietnam for a year where I served as a combat engineer. I studied civil engineering in college on how to build things, bridges and buildings. But
Happy birthday, sir.
thank you. Fair winds and falling seas. Went in the Marine Corps and discovered that business is all about destroying things. In Vietnam, we did a lot of land clearing, booby traps, and we also destroyed bunkers and enemy fortifications. I was out with the infantry. 3-1 was a very famous battalion that did a lot of significant things in Vietnam. We served in them for a year. And I came back and served for another 3 or 4 or 5 years, and then wanted to pursue a civilian career. So I stayed in the reserves for another 24 years, retired in 1994. Also did general contracting in that time. So I had a 2-career life going on, one the reserves and then the other was civilian engineering.
One of the things I noticed in the room is the pride Marines feel in their service and also in their country.
Marines typically are very patriotic. If you drive around town, you'll see Marines usually have some sticker on their car, or they're wearing some kind of a cap or a shirt that has a Marine Corps sticker on it. Very proud of their service. You don't see that in the other branch of service as much.
And so here tonight, you're celebrating the 240th birthday. Next year, you'll celebrate 241st.
That's correct.
But in between now and then, there's the Veterans Day Parade. So
Yes.
are you participating in that also?
We'll be in that parade on Wednesday. On Tuesday is the actual birth date of the Marine Corps, November 10th.
Okay.
So we'll be cutting cake at 3 different occasions in the Prescott area. We have an old Marines group that meets at Denny's in Prescott Valley. 7 o'clock on Wednesday, we'll have a cake cutting there. Then we go out to Embry-Riddle, where there are a lot of Marines, former active duty Marines that are studying there, maybe 40 or 45 of them. We'll have a cake cutting ceremony for them at noon. And then at 2 o'clock, we go to the VA, to the long-term living facility, and celebrate the birthday there. And in that facility, we have a couple of World War II Marines are there. Lee Dortch was here tonight, and Marion Branch will be there. He was our oldest Marine tonight. Part of our ceremony is to serve the first piece of cake to the oldest Marine and the youngest Marine. Marion Branch was an Iwo Jima Marine. He'll be 97 in December. Excuse me.
So it's a family.
Yes, it's a brotherhood.
Yeah.
It's a band of brothers, a corps of Marines. And once a Marine, always a Marine. We never lose the title.
Okay. Anything you want to add?
No, I just wish everybody a happy birthday, and all Marines are proud to have served, and they continue to serve as long as they live.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.